You better do it quick because we are live. Once again from a remote location. I am here in lovely Wales, Virginia, California, aka San Diego.
Oh.
In
Okay.
case you,
Okay.
in case you didn't know, you ever heard that song? In case you didn't know, San Diego's Wales, Virginia.
Yeah, I think what is it? Brooks and Dunn sings that, right?
That's
It might have
that's
been
right.
Luke Combs. I'm not sure.
No, Luke Combs makes the best music there is, man. Anybody wants to argue that, you can go ahead and leave a comment, and I ain't gonna listen to it because it's stupid.
All right, let's see how many
Uh,
comments we can get today. Not by Perry. Let's see. Let's count them up.
just go ahead and knock out about 50 by Perry alone. Um, Before we get too deep into the show, we've kind of started working on a little bit of a partnership here with our good friends with CBD Brothers USA, and they're running a little bit of a promotion right now. If you use the code idiots on Mike, you can get 25% off and free shipping. A lot of people are a little bit curious about what the CBD products is, but we kind of talk about it's almost in today's day and age, you got pain, you got inflammation, somebody's on some sort of medication, or you're getting the over the counter, the Tylenol, big pharma's out to take your money. But guess what? A lot of those have some terrible symptoms that come along with it. Whether it's liver damage, or some may act as a blood thinner to the degree that could be harmful for you and things like that.
You
So
talking about my gentleman's jack again?
no, gentleman's jack. What is it? Rubbing alcohol for outside wounds, drinking alcohol for inside wounds.
That's right. And
Gentleman's jack cures all, baby.
yeah, the great thing I love about CBD Brothers USA too is, like, for as far as products go, you can get a great product anywhere. But not only do they have a great product, but if you talk to the two guys who co-own it,
Steve and Steve.
great dude. Yeah, Steve squared. Great guys, and they're not afraid to like talk to you about like how it can help you and really get into the science about it. They're so knowledgeable, and it makes it easy. So,
And
they are what they preach.
the beauty of it is too. I mean, Steve Caswell, he's vegan. It's all vegan based products. I know that might be a turnoff for some people.
Vegan
However,
Steve. Yeah.
Yeah, vegan Steve, vegan badass. He called himself.
He told me, or he sent us in the group chat. He was cutting up squash the other day while watching the Titanic. You know what? I kind of wanted him to send us a picture of that. That would have been nice.
But there's a broad spectrum of CBD products too. I mean, CBD for your dogs. You got a restless dog. I can tell you what, man. I haven't tried this yet. I need to. The CBD for the dogs. Do they have like a night one for them? Because I could just put that sucker out. But
It's called a trank dart.
yeah, go ahead. See, I need like a rhino-sized trank dart for that dog because he's just got so much energy. But you got an anxious dog at home. Give them a little bit of the tincture oil in their food. They'll eat that right up. It's got, they've got beef flavored gummies and things like that too. And you got those benefits for your dog. You got sore muscles. Guess what? You go ahead and you get this salve, you get this tincture. I have that salve. I put that stuff on my neck, man, in minutes. I just feel better in minutes. It takes next to nothing. And that stuff really lasts. Like, it lasts a long time. That's probably, I mean, when did we shoot that episode with Steve? That was around when I bought that stuff, and I still have probably 9/10 of that little jar left. You got inflammation. Guess what? We got something for inflammation too. Go ahead, slap on again that salve, that tincture. That's going to go ahead and take care of some of that inflammation, and it's not going to have those negative effects, those same negative effects that you're going to deal with when you do like a Tylenol, an Advil, or anything like that. You can't sleep? Guess what? We'll knock your ass out. We got some melatonin for you, baby. Go ahead and say night, take a long nap with some of the CBD melatonin
Dude,
product.
melatonin don't play around.
No. Well, okay, melatonin don't play around it's different coming from you, because melatonin don't play around is I take 4 gummies before bed, and you're only supposed to take 1.
Okay.
So
All right. So 4 gummies and a shot of whiskey. You're telling me isn't good for me.
I won't. I'm not going to lie to you. I won't do it. I won't do it. I will not lie to you. That's probably the healthiest thing you've done in your entire life.
People want to be frozen and wake up when they're are cures for diseases. Just take 4 melatonin, take a shot of whiskey, and you'll wake up in about 50 years. You'll be all right.
Yeah,
Solving problems.
You can do it. You can do it. But again, go to their website, cbdbrothersusa.com. Use the coupon code idiots on mic, IDIOTSONMIC, 25% off and free shipping. And
Free
if you're
shipping.
if you're in the Columbus area, you can swing by and pick it up yourself. It's right down the road from my apartment. So anytime I get stuff from the Steve Squared, I just head on down the road and go ahead and pick it up from them.
That's right. Steve Squared, referring to Vegan Steve and Sexy Steve, right?
That's right. That's right. One of the other things I want to talk to you guys about is, you guys probably don't know, but we did in fact start selling a little bit of merchandise.
Oh, what kind of merchandise are we selling, Maddie?
Big step for us. So we've got a clothing line, man. So when you're walking down the street, people ask, "Hey, where'd you get that?" You can tell them, "I'm wearing Idiots." Guess what?
Yeah.
They'll say that, right? People will say
IOM,
that.
baby.
IOM.
Yeah, of course.
IOM. So I was sitting here putting this t-shirt together, or this shirt together, and I'm like, do you believe in aliens? Doesn't matter. They're coming. They are coming to a city near you. We've got the running joke of our Illinois. I hate it.
Well, the good people, they love it. The good people, they enjoy it.
I was trying to find a logo when I was putting together this Gussie Town Bear shirt, and I was like, what is the most Jay Cutler looking bear that I could possibly find? And I think I nailed it, honestly.
Could you put a stogie in his mouth, too?
Yeah. I didn't see that as an option. But and then, of course, you got your standard Idiots on a mic.
Yeah,
so go ahead, take a look at the link below, bonfire.com/store/idiots. It's a long thing. -on-hyphen Mike hyphen.
Yeah, I wore one of our shirts to with our logo on it to work out the other day, and I'm like, wait, I didn't realize I had it on until I got to the gym, and I'm like, oh, this isn't all right, this isn't a little pretentious or anything. Who's that good looking dude on there? Well, that's me. Let me tell you.
What a handsome feller. No, but it has been fun kind of putting some of this stuff together and learning what all this stuff is about. We always kind of carry a little bit of we want to kind of expand our product and our brand and who we are, and hopefully some of the joy and stuff that we bring to people's lives. Hopefully, I don't know.
Is adequate dick energy scrolling across the bottom of the screen?
Adequate dick energy is scrolling across the bottom.
I feel like you're wanting me to talk now. Like I feel like it's a call to action for me. I don't know.
Rod, whenever you're ready, go ahead, and this is your portion of the show. Whenever you stop talking, I'll take it off.
Yeah, hey man, and you know what? Kudos to you too for doing like all this too, because you've been strictly like designing the t-shirts and working with the CBD guys and all while you're traveling too. And I've just been pretty much a bum, focused on trying to get in my program here. But yeah, kudos, buddy. Kudos. I'm here for a laugh.
You say bum like a medical program is something to sneeze at. Like
just over here drinking my Jack, just having a good time. That's
what we do, man. Hey, this is what it's all about, having a good time, man. So I do have the dad jokes landed pretty well the first time I ran through them. So I've got a couple for you. Okay.
We'll see how the ratings go on this.
We'll see. The delivery may be poor, but the jokes are gold. I'll tell you right now. So if anybody is upset about them. Okay. So I asked a librarian if they had any library books on paranoia. She leans in and she whispers, "They're right behind you."
Dumb. Next. What's the next
Oh,
one?
come on.
Give me a
I
better
don't
one.
know. Okay. What do you call a person who eats other people slowly?
You?
Matty Ice if he becomes
Yeah.
a cannibal. No. It's a
That laugh was the same that Griffin Cowboy do whenever they make fun of each other, and that was your version. I've never heard.
Uh-oh. Um, so to answer the question, it is a cannibal.
Oh shoot! I didn't see we got comments.
We do.
Oh.
Mama Steel chimes in. Such a grandpa joke. I don't know. Grandpa jokes are usually a lot dirtier than that. I don't know. You met within 5 minutes. So my grandfather has never met you, Rod. Right? We're at the family cookout, and within 5 minutes, my grandpa is calling me his bitch.
Yeah, I go. Oh, look at this redheaded shit, and he goes, "Hey, don't talk about my bitch like that."
Yeah,
he's a purdy one.
I love it. That's the relationship that I have with my grandfather. You know?
Yeah, you know what? I really enjoy. We need to have him on the show. That's what we need.
I know. If he could figure technology out, he'd be on already.
Maybe they got like a computer jitterbug. That'll help him out.
You get 4 buttons to hit. It'll help you go. All of them are just take you to our link, and you get here.
That's right. That's right.
All right. My last joke for you. What do you call a detective electrician? Sherlock Ohms.
Why ohms?
Ohms is like the resistance of electricity.
Okay, ain't nobody getting that, dog.
It's an electrical term.
I didn't know that. They said gnomes to start off. I was like, oh, I can see a bunch of gnomes doing that. I got a fun fact I learned today. I want everyone to know.
Okay.
In your next trivial, pursuit game or whatever, you'll understand this. But what is France's, like, what country has the longest border with France? Just take a stab.
Geography is not my subject.
You'd think Germany or something like that. Ah, there's my dude. Look at them shades.
He's such a
beautiful.
I got a bright future ahead of me, don't I?
Yeah, that's right. You can only hope you end up looking that good when you get older. Anyhow, it's actually Brazil.
Brazil?
Yeah. France actually owns. You know how Alaska is owned by the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
And like it's separate from the U.S. kind of, but it still holds under U.S. law and all that shit. Right. So does France in Africa or in South America.
Wow.
And Brazil borders it. So fun fact.
That is pretty interesting. I'll never use that bit of information, but thank you for
that. You will. One day you'll be like, oh, yes, I do know the answer to this question.
By the way, I just want to point out this half of Idiots on a Mic was slaying Trivial Pursuit on the Switch the other day. Just at world domination, man. Nobody stood a chance.
What friends were you playing with? Because none of your friends here have seen you in a while, so I don't know. I'm just asking questions.
No, okay, listen, man. I can't do anything about being gone for 2 months at a time. What do you want from me? Megan. It was Megan, actually, by the way.
Oh.
My lovely lady.
My lady.
By the way, travel is the most beautiful thing in the world because you see all different shapes and sizes of people, all walks of life, and it's if you talk to the older generation, like going to the airport, like you dressed up to get on airplanes and go to the airports and things like that. Now, my favorite today was there was a guy wearing a shirt that said, "In a world full of fish, be a shark," and he was wearing like thong sandals and capris, and I was like, I don't know that these seem like conflicting messages.
Here's a question for you: what's your favorite outfit to wear when you're on a flight? Hello. That's it. That's all I know. That's good. That's it. That's
the one. I don't, dude. I mean, as the Halloween party when that card came up, I was crushing the accents, but I think I gotta be in a certain mood to get those accents
I
right.
don't know. You give me a few drinky drinks and that Swedish barmaid. That'll do it.
Oh, the Swedish barmaid. I only seen the lady once since.
Oh,
I
Griff's having the Christmas party this year, so
hosting at his place.
yeah, hosting at his place. Down to be a wild time. But go on, continue.
As a Christmas gift, he's gonna let the women in his basement free.
Absolutely not.
They'll just be playing sweet rhythmic songs with the chains. I by the so I was listening to 10 Questions with Kyle Brandt, and he had Matthew McConaughey on, and I think Matthew McConaughey is my new favorite actor. He 100% is. He was telling this story. Okay, he based McConaughey into telling the story, and the headline is: in 1999, Matthew McConaughey gets busted for being drunk and high, playing the bongos naked in his backyard. He proceeds to tell this story about how, you know how he's a big Texas Longhorns fan?
Mm-hmm.
Texas beat Nebraska, who was top dog at the time, right? And so he goes home, he celebrates. I just go to my jasmine garden, I strip down to my birthday suit, I smoke a bowl, I have a couple drinks, and I'm just playing the bongos and dancing. Next thing you know, there's a light shining on my face, and I'm kind of, looking away from it. And I'm starting to sober up at this point, and I look over, and there's two dark blue dressed people walking my way. And he goes, "So I resist arrest heavily." He's like, I put up a fight. and so they arrest him, they cuff him, they go to put him in the car, and they're like, before they get him out of his backyard, "Listen, man, you want to put some clothes on? Well, there's going to be a number of people out there, I'm sure, with you being a celebrity and everything." He goes, "No." He says, "Me being naked proves my innocence. I was minding my own damn business. I was out in my own garden. You're not putting clothes on me because that only helps your story." And they're like, "All right, fine." Put him in the cop car, drive him all the way down to the precinct. He gets to the precinct. They go to give him like a jumpsuit. There's a convict there, like a trustee he gives the jumpsuit. This big, like 6 foot something guy looks at him up and down, and he goes, "You're going to want to put this on. We got all types in here." He said it wasn't until then that he put clothes on. I want to party with. Like, I feel like Matthew McConaughey is the guy to party with.
That whole story makes me think of when what Pat McAfee was talking about his story when he got arrested. And like, I want to know the real, like 100% what happened with that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like how, like, what does he say? Like, "Where's your wallet?" "I don't know, probably with my shirt." Sort of like,
with his shirt. I did not say that. That was a misquote.
yeah. I would have liked to have been there in that real situation. Yeah. But I mean, I would have only been 7 at the time, so maybe not. But
maybe
my innocent mind would have been turned
blown
very quickly. Yeah.
Oh, you didn't answer the question though. What's your favorite outfit to wear on a plane?
My favorite outfit to wear on a plane? I'm just like a jeans and a sweatshirt kind of guy.
Yeah. What if it's a long flight, like Ohio to Vegas, like a 4-hour flight?
I won't wear sweatpants. Like,
why?
I don't wear sweatpants going to the store. Like, I have my wallet has to be secured in a pocket. Like, if my wallet feels loose, I don't like that.
What if you have a zipper on the sweatpants? Does that help?
It does.
Okay.
But then I have a phone, a wallet, and keys to cram in pockets that are like this deep. So
you don't put your keys in your suitcase?
No. Pop Steele, if you're still listening, you know that, like, firsthand, I learned this from him because he put his keys in his suitcase. They lost his luggage. He couldn't get in his car. You got to put it in the carry-on, man. You got to put it in the carry-on. I learned that before I could even make that mistake, which was a thing of beauty.
What
All right.
what are we on tap for today? What we got? What we got?
I'm
Dude,
glad
this old fashioned is hitting hard.
By the way, I think it's your turn to buy whiskey. I bought whiskey
Oh
for the
well,
wedding, definitely for the wedding. But
well, if you're ever home, then sure. It's
all right, okay. You don't need to. I get this at home. Okay, I don't need.
I heard Papa Steele's just making you travel left and right. So I mean, if he could have you home every now and then, that'd be delightful.
And now we wait.
Now we wait. Look at
All
the
right.
comments.
Yeah. Yeah. So he and it was a late, like he got home late that night and we had to drive up to the airport. And from Marysville is a 30, 40 minutes, somewhere in between there, drive up to the airport to bring him his keys. And I gotta tell you, I don't think he would have reciprocated. If it was me, he'd be like, guess you're taking an Uber home, kid.
Who did he call? Did he call you or Mike?
I'm pretty sure he called my mom, and then we ended up.
Okay, that's fair.
We ended up driving over. Perry
Baby
chiming
Yoda.
in.
Yeah, he's enjoying this till Joey B gets healthy and ends the Steelers' reign of terror. But go on.
Seeing a Tuesday game was wild, but okay. So,
well, first of all, it was Wednesday, so
seeing a Wednesday game was wild. Yeah, you know what I mean. Anyways, our first question. This is only my first one, I swear.
This is only my first drink, I swear.
That glass was full 20 minutes ago.
It's an old fashioned, so it's not all alcohol.
That's not how that works.
Not when
Explain
I
it. Break down the contents of what's in your glass for the
all right,
people.
for those. All right. First of all, let me explain why I'm drinking an old fashioned, because Nick Miller from.
Let me hold on. You don't deserve this. Let me take adequate energy off there while you're explaining what an old fashioned is. Can't do that.
Okay, first of all, Nick Miller, got me on to old fashioned, which is off a New Girl. And then I was like, you know what? I want to see what that is. So then at various restaurants, I had an old fashioned. I was like, this is kind of good. Which, by the way, it's very expensive at restaurants. Wouldn't advise it. It costs more than your meal most of the time. But anyhow, so you add some whiskey. I'd say right about just a couple drops. And that's my grandmother commenting. So, old Graham.
The roast of Rod today.
And then the wife actually got me packets that you pour in there that like adds the bitters, the sugar, and everything. Because I ain't got time to get all that up. Plus, I'll screw it up. So you add the packet, and then you add a lot of water, so like a splash. And you throw I have a penguin ice cube maker, which makes a giant penguin. I throw that in the top, and have a good day.
Yeah, it's a good day until the lady's got to hold your hair back and you're just yakking it.
My hair's long enough to hold back, which for our viewers, next week it will be cut. So we're talking short.
So we were originally supposed to have my cousin Tommy on. That's getting pushed back to next week. I'm very excited about that. He's arguably my fifth funniest relative.
Probably our number one fan next to Perry.
He might be. He was the first to buy a shirt. I'll tell you right now. He was very quick to get a Gusty Town shirt. All right, let's get into it. We haven't even started with the questions. Question number 1. What inanimate object would be the most annoying if it played loud, upbeat music while being used?
My couch.
That would. Now that you think about it, I was gonna think like a cell phone or something, but let's save that one for us. I was thinking like a cell phone, just because you may be on it a lot. But yeah, like a bed or a couch or something. Like, oh, I want to take a nap. Guess what? Too fucking bad.
That's right. And I know how much you love to sleep on the couch.
What does that mean?
You like to take nappy naps on the couch.
I do like to take nappy naps on the couch. Nappy naps on the couch are the best. That was back when the cat. I still have a picture of when Waffles cuddled up next to me. She doesn't do that now 'cause she's a real bitch.
Yeah, she's an asshole. She it's not me or Felicia. She doesn't want nothing to do with you.
So we put the tree up, and I am surprised that Mac has not absolutely peed on it or destroyed it yet. And I'm just waiting. Like the day is gonna come. Have you ever had a time where it's like you avoided something and you were like, "Whew, that would have sucked if that happened," and then immediately after it happens anyways?
Oh, absolutely.
It's just like I know one day we're gonna be there, and Megan and I are gonna be like, "Oh, he hasn't peed on the tree. Good boy, Mackie." And he's gonna be like, "You say what now?"
We Felicia put up our tree, and the next morning, like I woke up at like 2 a.m. Went out and got a glass of water, and I looked out there. There were 8 ornaments on the ground, so I picked them up. Woke up after Felicia went to work. There was more ornaments, and then I look over. I'm playing Warzone at the time. I look over around noon, and she is on her back legs pushing the tree to get them to fall down so she can play with them.
Well, you remember in the old apartment, the recliner was right next to the tree, and she would like climb on the back of the recliner and want to like tip. There was, I think, maybe twice she tipped the tree over completely, and it's like,
She hasn't done that yet. She's been pretty good about it. She'll if we're not home, she'll fuck up the tinsel and stuff. But other than that, it's not too bad. We got to pull back far enough from the wall, and I think it's big enough to where she can't knock it over or doesn't want to yet.
Yeah, yet. Operative word, yet. That's a good answer, though. If it was playing the most annoying song, what song would that be to you?
Was it Gangnam Style?
Gangnam Style. That's a good one. That is a good one.
Yep.
That's a good pull. I wonder. Okay, so let's reach out to the people who are listening. What would be the most annoying song that this inanimate object could be playing? Like loud, upbeat music.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see. That's a tough one. I don't know. Like I don't think there's a song that I haven't like eventually just come around on. Like I still won't listen to it. Like
what is it? Taylor Swift's "Romeo Save Me." I feel like that got played into the Quran.
Any Taylor Swift song.
Yeah, that's okay. Don't hate on T Swizzle too much now. Come on.
22 is a banger. When I turned 22, that was on repeat for like half the night, probably. So.
Oh, we also had Kesha Radio as our go-to playlist to this day.
By the way, so I've been I've been watching The Greatest Showman because it's a movie, but I've watched it about 3 times since I've watched it originally.
Mm-hmm.
And Kesha does a version of one of the songs in that movie. Whoa. Spot on. She can't miss. The girl can't miss. All right. Let's get into our second question. Question number 2. If extra lives were a thing in the real world, how would you get them? And I want you to answer exactly how you answered me earlier.
It's your turn to answer, buddy. Then I'll go.
So I don't want it to be like accomplishment based. I want it to be random. I want like you go to the store and you buy something you haven't bought before, and it's just like bing, extra life, and you're like, oh wow. So if I'm sporadic, which may ruin your life because it's like, oh, if I'm just sporadic and random, then I'll get an extra life. And the next thing you know, you buy a bunch of stuff on Amazon and you're in debt.
See, now there's 2 ways I was going to go with this. The first way,
there's not.
We're going 2 ways. The first way I was thinking, like, I just thought of this too, like certain like running achievements, like you run 100 miles, you get an extra life. You know what I mean? Yep. Or just walking 100 miles. Every 100 miles you walk, you get a dirt nap. That goes to my comment. Mr. Perry Davis. That ingesting some stem cells from a flesh pipe would, I think that.
That's not how you said it earlier.
I think that would give you an extra life, but you have to do it in your body weight. So, I mean, in order to get a new life. So, I mean, whatever.
Ingesting stem cells. Flashback. That's pretty. I'll tell you what, but I wasn't sure if there was a scientific way that you can make that happen, but I think you did all right.
Pretty good.
Good. That's right. Yeah, yeah. Tommy would be proud. Yeah. So, in layman's terms, what you basically just said is if you swallow copious amounts of semen, then you would in fact gain.
Stem cells, but it's semen. Then yes, then if you swallowed enough of your body weight, then you'd be able to get another life. I don't want to make it too easy.
Well, that's fair. You don't want to make it too easy.
I don't want people living forever. Get out of here.
Yeah. Are we getting there soon? Are people going to live forever soon? Or
all right. So I just seen a video on this. Did you know there are several thousands of people in the U.S. that are frozen?
Seriously?
Yeah. It costs anywhere from $25,000 to $200,000. You can have your body frozen with liquid nitrogen or something else, and then they're waiting because right now we don't actually have the technology to revive people, but they're close or they're working on it to revive them from like cryogenic sleep, essentially.
I'd be like, $200,000 to freeze me? You guys don't have the science and technology yet? Okay, here we go.
Here's the trick: they can't legally freeze you until your heart stops beating.
So they're already dead.
You're technically dead, but they're saying that since they freeze you, eventually we'll be able to unfreeze you and keep your mind and everything. I don't know. I just watched an infographic thing on it. God, do I love me some infographic.
Is that going to be on an episode of Grey's Anatomy 10 years from now that they're unfreezing people to save them?
Well, no, because they're going to kill everyone off with COVID right now. So,
oh, that's right.
Apparently, I think Meredith has COVID right now, and it's like about to kill her or some shit. I don't know. Yeah, wild times we live in, man. Wild. All right, can we get the dirty, nasty, unforgivable things?
Wait. But now we can. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that's. I don't know that I respect your way. I don't know that I appreciate your way for getting extra lives, but I see
it makes sense. There's logic there.
I see the route you took. Maybe let's workshop it a little bit and make it not so dirt nasty, unforgivable, and come up with something a little bit different.
Do it now.
All right. Question number 3. What is something you really resent paying for? I can tell you what my parents resent paying for. They bought me this guitar. They bought me a guitar, and this has been years ago now. And trying to self-teach yourself the guitar is terrible. And by the way, it really hurts your fingers pretty damn bad early on. And I think I maybe picked that thing up about 10 times, and 9 times was to move it. The 10th time was to actually try and play it.
All right. So far, the thing I really resent paying for is car insurance. I have not once used my car insurance. That's
a good point. You have to have it, though, don't you?
Yeah. Well, you have to, yeah, but I resent paying for it. That's like I have never used it. Once I use it, I won't resent it anymore, but I do.
I can say with 100% certainty, the most recent thing I resent paying for was college. The bottle. Well, boom. Oh boy. You can ask me that every episode for 10 years, and it'll still be college because I'll still be paying for that fucking thing. That's all right. We're rich and famous. That's going to be real easy to pay off.
It'll still take you 5 years.
Yeah, I know. Seriously. Yeah. I'm waiting for this whole loan forgiveness thing that we're just not going to have to pay for college.
That's right. Old Biden wants to take a minimum $10,000 off the top. Did you hear about that?
Go ahead and pass it now,
Yep,
please.
10 grand off the top, but hell, they can't even pass a stimulus package right now. They ain't passing no 10 grand off the top for everyone's student loans yet.
Well, your version of a stimulus package is getting an extra life by swallowing stem cells. So
Stem cells, stimulus package.
stimulated
It's coming from the package.
It's
Makes
coming
sense.
from-
All right.
it's coming from a stimulated package.
That it is. That it is.
Yeah, it's got to be college though, for sure. I didn't think about that one, but yeah, I was gonna say the bottle of Gentleman Jack that I brought to the wedding, but yeah, I think
You would never resent that.
Oh boy, did I ever! The next day, I didn't have a headache. That was good. I'll tell you what though. Beer drunk and whiskey drunk are two totally different things. One is a complete animal. Like there's just two versions. Like beer drunk is so much fun, but you have such a headache the next day.
Yeah.
Whiskey drunk is like, dude, you better forget about it because this night is over. Whatever happens from here on out, body's just on autopilot. Good luck, pal.
Let's go.
I keep seeing the pictures of Cowboy or Zach and Becca from the wedding, and I'm just like, man. I saw your comments. It's like, man, this must have been early in the night because you're still standing up on your own.
It's like the evolution of the human, but in reverse.
Yeah,
He's walking on all fours at the end of the night.
He's a Homo erectus by like the end of it, and we're all Homo sapiens, just standing straight up, walking on out of there. And I don't know that I really walked out of there. I might have stumbled a wee bit, but
Your waterfall on Pedlet.
but the same thing too at the cabin. Those Pedialyte packets, the powder packets, those things work like a charm, man.
Oh, those things do you some good, and they're cheaper.
I don't know that Pedialyte would ever be willing to be a sponsor, but
If there was ever a sponsor out there, it was us. Come on.
I feel like this is the marketing that they need, but because of PR, they're afraid to go after. Where it's like, we know a bunch of drunks use this, but we just can't justify spending the marketing
I'm not
money.
a drunk. I'm an alcohol connoisseur. All right. So get that right, first of all.
He's like, it's about yay much gentleman's jack in there.
Just a splash of gentleman's jack and about a little, a lot of water.
Yeah, you're gonna want to put a lot of water in there. Trust me.
Then your packet of shit.
Yeah,
And your penguin. Don't forget the penguin ice. That's where it's at.
See, I just have the refreezable metal cubes, and those are the way to go, man.
I had a penguin ice cube that's about 1.5 inches tall.
I know you got a penguin ice cube. I was there when you.
Yeah,
used
you
that
jealous? Peanut butter and
stupid
jealous.
shit.
Says the guy in a flamingo shirt. Get out of here.
No. This is palm trees. Threw you off, didn't I?
They're pink. What kind of palm trees are pink?
This is a maroon shirt with orange palm trees. I'm sorry, you're colorblind, Winston.
Oh,
you're
okay.
Winston. Yeah,
All
you're
right.
Winston.
You're making fun of colorblind people. All right. We're gonna have to. You know what? We're gonna have to cancel Matty Ice hashtag.
Yeah, it's gonna be in the tabloids. And people are gonna come after me.
You know what? Be in it. Please be in it.
Somehow, some way. I'll just be see it like all over Twitter tomorrow. Just like, why is hashtag cancel Matty Ice trending? I don't understand.
I'll be leading the charge.
Matt Ryan would be thoroughly confused.
What is going on? Is it because I threw 16 picks last game? Oh no.
He's like, we just won against the Raiders. What the hell?
It was our first win in forever.
Too bad Bryce isn't listening. We can just go ahead and thrash his Falcons.
Bryce is at work right now, so he works security.
I don't miss that.
Yeah.
I don't miss that. 4 to midnight, second shift. It wasn't bad. It was an easy job.
I think he actually carries while at work too. I want to know who's giving him a gun.
So my version of security was they just gave me the biggest fucking walkie-talkie they could find, and they're like,
And a rolled up newspaper.
in a pinch, you can throw this if you need to. I guess I don't know. You're on your own, pal. If something happens, call the police. It's like, why am I even here then? There's a precinct right down the road.
Run fast.
Yeah. Well, the good thing is I worked with a lot of older guys, so I guarantee I was not the last one out of there. Benefits of being young, man. That's going to change.
It has changed.
Okay. I do have a little bit of gray in the beard, but we don't need to talk about it. Bryce, if you ever do get a chance to listen, you're gonna get he's going to be like the cop and the other guys. Mark, or no, not Mark.
Yep,
Wahlberg.
that's exactly.
Yeah, Will Ferrell's character.
Yep.
It's like this is a nice stain on it. Is this a oak finish?
You haven't done your first desk pop yet?
Yeah. Oh, everybody does a desk pop. He's playing Little River Band in the car.
Yeah.
Did you just shout America as you stomped on the accelerator?
And crashed this cocaine car into a building?
I have no idea what came over me.
All right, what else we got?
All right, question number 4. In the past, people were buried with the items they would need in the afterlife. I'm emphasizing need because I feel like you're going to pick some stupid shit that you don't need. What would you want to be buried with so you could use it in the afterlife?
My collection of Yu-Gi-Oh cards so I could duel my way into heaven.
Yeah, I mean, going into the shadow realm, man.
Yeah, you know what? Just in case I don't get into heaven, I might have to go into the shadow realm. So
that's a good point. I did not think of that. Hey, listen here, pal. It's time to duel. Let's fucking go.
And somehow I developed a stutter along the way.
Yeah.
What you got? You weren't expecting that one, huh?
I don't hate that answer. See, I was gonna pick something stupid. I was gonna say like my Nintendo Switch because this is like, guess what? Long day in the coal mines in hell. I'm gonna go home at the end of the day and I'm gonna play my Nintendo Switch and I'm gonna be happy about it. I saw this thing. I was like,
First of all, Perry, you need typing lessons, buddy.
Hey, we can only hope that our audience is enjoying a beer with us as we're going.
Yeah, or a whiskey.
Whiskey.
That's right. And we got to thank Perry too. I mean, good God, what a man, sticking with us.
We're gonna trend solely on the fact that it's like, oh wow, this video got 50 comments, and then 40 of those are from Perry. Thank you, Perry. Very appreciative of your contribution to the show. But I saw this thing where it's like this guy gets sent to hell, and the devil sneezes, and he's like, "Bless you." He's like, "We talked about this. You cannot be doing this while you're in hell. I won't punish you for it, though." And he goes, "Thank God." I also saw this thing, and this is probably going to be me as when I get married. Now, me personally, I'm not a very religious person, but the wife is like, okay, all we got to do is you just got to act religious, and Papa Steele chiming in. You just got to act religious.
Things. Ghost Rider.
That's right. Yeah.
Ghost Rider.
The wife says to this guy, is like, all right, you just got to act religious for half an hour, and we'll get married, and then we'll be done with it. And then so they're going to walk up to the altar, and he looks up and he sees the crucifix, and he goes, Jesus Christ, what happened to that guy? That's terrible. That is terrible. Is there anything that you would actually think would be effective in the afterlife? What about like a fire hose? Going to hell?
Probably not, because you need a thing to plug it into. So what are you gonna do with the fire hose?
I got a thing.
Hang yourself?
To plug it into. Yeah. I don't in hell. I don't think that's gonna do a whole lot for you though.
Maybe take some ice water down there, because all those people are like, oh yeah, when there's ice water in hell, and you'd be like, oh, here it is.
Yeah, except you bring, what is it in New Girl? Fire and ice? Fire and ice, baby. Hey, what do you get when you mix fire and ice? Warm water, baby. Well, grant me, it's like
Graham,
this.
let me tell you.
No.
We got this nice couch and everything, and I haven't really set up anything for this. And it gives me like that rock star vibe. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
So
hey.
This is idiots on a mic. This is not rock stars on a mic, because we'd have even less of a budget if it was rock stars on a mic, because we would not be going. At least we've sold some shirts at this point. Like, we would be in so much debt.
That's right. Which is just going back into marketing. So
if we do well enough. If not, it's gonna buy us both a 6-pack.
That also would be delightful.
No, but here's the thing, Graham. I get to, you know this. You're a IHG member or whatever Marriott, whatever it is. You get to live lavishly when you get all these points and travel all the time and do all these cool things and get to see the things I've seen.
Listen, what he's saying is he's earning a lot of extra lives while he travels. Hey, gotta do what you gotta do.
Pays for the show.
Yeah. You get a nice hotel and an extra life. Well, what can you say?
Bingo.
No cheddar cheese for your effort.
That's a two. Yeah. I don't want to call it cheddar cheese. Can we not?
Colby Jack.
Okay. All right. Question number 5. You sound very thrilled when I presented this question to you. If you build a themed hotel, what would the theme be?
See, I don't like the theme. I wanted the bar question first. The theme hotel.
We'll get to the bar question.
All right.
No, is it going to be what you told me earlier?
No, the bar will. The bar will be.
Okay.
The theme for the bar. I was at for the hotel. So I was at a hotel when I was in San Antonio down there, and they had a toucan and a tortoise running around the lobby.
Mm-hmm.
I want a whole hotel that's tropical rainforest theme where the animals run wild.
You haven't been to Vegas, have you?
I've been to Vegas.
You didn't stay in the Flamingo, did you?
I think you and I stayed in the Flamingo, didn't we?
No.
What did we stay in?
We stayed in Planet Hollywood.
Oh, yeah.
We went to the Flamingo.
Oh, was there a tortoise and a toucan flying around?
No, but there were actual flamingos.
Well, that's okay. Well, it's not a tortoise and a toucan, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Why is the pairing a tortoise and a toucan? Just out of curiosity.
Because that's what I saw, and it was just fantastic. Because you see a flamingo, you're like, oh, okay, it's a flamingo, but you could touch the tortoise. It was just, I think it was called like El Tropicano. That's what it was called.
Well, if you go to Rainforest Cafe, you can touch all the animatronic animals.
Not the same. They're not as floofy.
The turtle was floofy? What kind of fucking turtle are you petting?
A floofy one? Idiot.
Yeah. That was probably a badger, and you weren't even in the hotel. You were just like out back, pissed drunk, petting a badger while everybody else is inside.
In the trash can.
Look at this turtle. I like the idea though. To have live like a Rainforest Cafe kind of thing, but live animals, I think would be pretty slick.
Mm-hmm.
What you
got?
Well, I mean, Disney would sue me, but I would definitely do like a Marvel themed or something like that. Like, here's what I want. Okay. Instead of like a diving board for the pool, there's a Hulk, and he's got his hand like this. And I don't know if you've read enough of the comics. It's called the Fastball Special, where he used to put Wolverine in his hand and just chuck him. That's how That's the diving board to get into the pool. Is you get launched by this, this
Oh God.
machine. You get launched by this machine. You're getting peppered in about 95 miles an hour, and it's just like a. So that would be pretty slick. I think a bed that is just like a giant Captain America shield, like upside down, so it's like a bowl, and then they just put like some like a shag rug in there or something. Because if you're in a Captain America shield, the mood is set. Maybe a room that just looks like torn to pieces, and it's just like 3 claw marks all over the place. That's Wolverine's room.
So you don't think you'd fall into the same situation that Disney does, like where you and the old lady come back to your hotel room that's in Disney, and things start getting hot and heavy, and you look over her shoulder, and there's just Dory just eye fucking you, staring you down.
Dory, I hope you still got short-term memory, because you're about to see some weird shit.
You won't be disappointed for long, Dory. Let me tell you.
Yeah. If the movies are correct, you will not remember this.
Yeah.
You will not remember this. Well, that's a good question. If there's a life-size statue of Chris Evans as Captain America, and we have to make eye contact, and
That might help things.
that's like I mean you know.
Yeah, I know.
Hugh Jackman as Wolverine.
Yeah,
Now, if it's a room with Squirrel Girl in it, I'm gonna be very disappointed. I don't want any part of it. My themed hotel is not gonna have Squirrel Girl in it because she's useless and she sucks and she's the worst character ever. And I don't know why you cling on to her the way you do, but you love her so much. I think it's solely because it pisses me off. But here we are today talking about her.
Here we are.
I'm surprised you went so tame, though, with the animal themed.
I just thought I really enjoyed that hotel, and there was a pool in the middle of it. Like it went around it. There was a pool in the middle. I just enjoyed there being a toucan and a tortoise. I thought that was pretty cool. I don't know if it was legally in there, but it was cool.
Speaking of legal, let's get into your perfect bar situation. What your perfect bar would look like.
Let's see here.
That is that is a brilliant point. Neither of us picked alien theme. Do you have any new alien news? Have you been? Yeah, I know you're the guy for the alien news.
So apparently in Ohio, there's something.
you do.
There's something called the Serpent Mound.
Serpent Mound.
Serpent Mound. Google it. Serpent Mound. It's like a giant mound, and it looks like it's a snake that's eating an egg in Ohio. And apparently they're saying that was done by aliens, and there used to be a giant rock that would help like charge alien shit or something like that. Look into it. It's pretty good.
Is that your new thing? Ever since Tommy left us for review.
That's right. Absolutely love it.
Pretty good. That is a good question. An alien themed bar. I feel like it'd have to be a nightclub, though. You know what I mean? Like it. And an alien-themed nightclub, I don't know would be all that different from a regular nightclub. There'd just be a lot of strobe lights and smoke and...
Yeah, it'd just be, a rave. And then, what you think would be alien abductions would just be someone popping some LSD in your drink.
Now, I don't know how true, these are all memes, so they're probably over the top, but is Oregon legalizing, like, all drugs?
Have you lived in Oregon before? I feel like that's definitely something that needs to happen.
It's like, no, I have not lived in Oregon before. I've not been to Oregon yet.
Well, there are vampires up there, so.
Is that true?
Now, apparently, according to Twilight.
Oh, that was all in Oregon?
Yeah, I think so.
I saw this thing that was like, the best place a zombie apocalypse could start would be Florida, because they'd have to go through trigger happy Southerners to get up and spread through the United States. And is that not the smartest, like most ideal situation ever?
Nah. Nah.
Where do you think? Okay, zombie apocalypse breaks out. Where's the best place for it to start?
Madagascar
Maybe like
or Iceland.
I see. I'm thinking. Okay, let's think stateside. Let's not get
Okay.
carried away.
I'm just saying. Have you ever tried to infect one of those territories and that plague incorporated? It's impossible.
No, but I have tried to take over those territories in Risk, and even that is
It's rough, huh?
It's a bit tricky.
Tricky.
But I would think like one of those corn states like Nebraska, where the spread would take forever to get to other people.
Mm-hmm.
That might be the best place.
It's like
but then it's fairly central though.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
So if it does spread, it will spread quickly.
Maybe like. Yeah, I don't know. Australia. Australia
Like
would be good. Stateside, I have no idea.
Southern border of Texas.
Well, everything gets over that, so I mean, it's not really a.
I meant that if it was going to spread, it would have to go through all the gun-toting Americans that are down there.
America.
Good job. So
thanks, buddy.
All right. Your perfect bar. What does your perfect bar look like?
My perfect bar. I don't know. What's your perfect bar, buddy?
No, I know you have an answer for this, but you want to stall to see how you can quote unquote scientifically say it. So I'll go first. My perfect bar is if there was like well drinks that could just be on tap. Like they don't even have to be made. You pull the tap down and boom, there's a Jack and Coke. You pull the tap down, boom, there's an old fashioned. Like there's no like actually doing anything to them. And so this could be one of two ways. This could be good or bad because you're going to get a consistent pour, which is good, but it could be weak or it could be strong. You know what I mean? And then I think this is pretty cool. And you really have to be in like a big city for this. But in Vegas, there's a bar that has dueling pianos. And I know that sounds kind of lame, but
no,
listening
it's actually
to them,
cool.
Oh, it is incredible. Yeah. It's so cool. It is so cool. And I think that would be awesome to have like center stage in a bar. And then of course, you're going to have any variation of Busch that is made. You're going to have any by the way, Bud Platinum seltzers, Tommy was telling me, it only takes about 3 of them things to put you on your ass. So I'm excited to find them somewhere.
Well, they're still behind because it takes one mixed drink from me to put you down. So that's all I'm saying.
I'm all about those Bud Platinum seltzers. I mean, that was a staple for you and I.
Oh, absolutely.
When we started drinking beer at the legal age of 21 years old.
That's right. Only 21. Never before.
Yeah, never.
Busch.
Yeah. You drink Miller Lite, bud.
Okay, first of all, it's pretty much liquid gold. So
no. You know the nickname. You know the nickname for Busch Light around these parts, don't you?
Dog piss.
That's Putnam County Gold, baby. Dog piss.
It ain't nobody know where Putnam County is either. Might as well be Keystone.
Where Putnam County is, okay? And that's all that matters.
All 5 people who live there.
Yeah, but guess what? If one of them likes the show, they all do.
That's fair.
I have no idea what you're talking about. So my perfect bar, on tap well drinks, all the Busch that you like, all the claw flavors, all the seltzer flavors that you can find, which there are some good ones out there. By the way, the ginger ale out of the sweater pack, the Busch Light seltzers, top notch. Drink it all
I
day.
think
All day.
I think I'm gonna keep it a little rated PG for this one.
Bitch.
We're not gonna go back. Maybe we can do an audio only rated R version. But as long as we're on Facebook, I might as well stay light here. I like the way Pins is set up. I really do. You can't
Yeah.
imagine that's he's talking to you.
I know he's talking to me, but don't act like we don't see no red in that beard right now. We all see it.
No, it's not. My hoodie's red. This is brown.
Brian, yes.
Anyhow, I like the pinball theme, the games, that sort of thing. And as long as you have sports on, that's all I really need for a bar.
I really, we'll revisit what your original idea was someday, but we'll gauge our audience in the meantime.
That's right. We'll gauge our audience, and I shared this one on my page too, so we're gonna kind of
Smart. Yeah.
while
smart.
it's live.
Yeah, that is good. And so I started going to this gym by us, and in front of all the cardio machines is like a wall of TVs, and I think that is amazing. Like that's so nice. And I mean, 4 of them are the exact same SportsCenter show, but that's okay. Like I hate looking directly down at the screen that's right in front of you when you're trying to run on a treadmill.
I feel like it hurts your neck because you're just like staring down. Look up.
But you definitely have to have sports. I like the bars that have like 4 TVs that make one big TV. That's a pretty slick move. Dave and Buster's is always a classic. So
I do love me some Dave and Buster's.
I mean,
go
cut
back
out
to
I mean, you could even cut out the restaurant side of it. Just do games and drinks. Like don't.
Yeah.
Although their mac and cheese is pretty spectacular.
You almost did the thing.
I almost did the thing. Yeah, Pins is excellent. There needs to be more seating at Pins, although they have a ton of games.
Oh, absolutely.
So
apparently now you can only be seated.
Yeah, I'd imagine with the way COVID is. By the way, the axe throwing. I don't remember if we talked about it.
We did. It was a good time.
That needs to happen because axe throwing is so much fun.
I whoop your ass.
I have never. Hold your tongue, son. Hold your tongue. Don't even. I'm tired of you. Let's get into the last question so we can wrap this shit up now.
Let's go.
All right. If you had to disappear and start a whole new life, what would you want your new life to look like? I know we talked about aliases because I was Max Iron if I went undercover. If I had to go into like witness protection, I'd be Max Iron for sure.
What would I want my new life to be?
Yeah. Couldn't do this, that's for sure.
Just
I don't know. We still have some anonymity, I feel like.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of people wouldn't know who we are. Just make me a real estate agent,
You're
in like Iowa.
I feel, in Iowa. By the way, I've been to Iowa City, and the people there do not know how to drive. Like, take Columbus, Ohio, put it on more rural roads, but still drive as shitty. Yeah, exactly. I feel like a real estate agent is like your new answer for things.
I feel like you can make a lot of money as a real estate agent. I feel like that's
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure you could.
a little bit of luck and a little bit of can-do attitude, and I feel like you can get her done.
I think this would be kind of counterproductive, but I've always kind of thought being like a flight attendant would be cool.
Oh, you'd be a cute flight attendant, bud.
I'd be the belle of the ball.
Yeah, you would.
Thanks, man. I actually really needed that today. That was something.
I'm here for you.
I promised myself I wouldn't do this. No, I think it would be cool. Like I'd still be able to travel and stuff like that.
You're right. If that was a job, I would totally wrangle some penguins.
So there is a job where there's a certain zoo by an airport. It might even be this one here in San Diego, in Whales Vagina, California, where the penguins are so fascinated with the planes flying over that they look up and they tip over. So they literally have someone who just picks the penguins back up. I changed it. Graham, penguin wrangler or penguin picker upper. I think that might actually be.
Absolutely.
I don't think a ranch hand would be. Now it's tough work, yeah, but how cool would it be to be a ranch hand?
It would not as cool as it would be to pick up penguins all fucking day.
We got to get our good friend Hondo on to talk about.
He works at a zoo. Hondo.
He works at a zoo now, and I get Snapchats from him all the time of him feeding the hippos, and it is like he just goes, "All right, come here, Bessie." And she comes running from across, and he goes, "All right, open up," and you just see his just unhinged jaw and just, like a whole watermelon just right into her mouth, and she's in 2 bites eats the whole thing. It's ridiculous. I'm like, that's the job. That's the one.
I can't even eat the like orange peel. Good for that. Good for that hippo.
Penguin Wrangler. That is good.
Wrangler.
All right. Let's go ahead and wrap up the show. And as we do, just a quick reminder again, CBDbrothers.USA.com.
USA.
Use the just one USA.
USA.
Use the coupon code Idiots on Mike. If that hasn't been adjusted yet, friend is the current code. I don't know if he's changed that or not yet. So if you get on there and Idiots on Mike doesn't work, go friend, and that same coupon will apply the same promo. Also go to our bonfire.com website, check it out. Get some merch. There's going to be a few more. I've got a few more ideas to put on there. I won't say what yet. You guys will all have to be a little surprised. As surprised as Rod's going to be when I just randomly send him the picture of what the newest draft of the t-shirt looks like. To finish up the show, I want to tell one more joke. I'm sure you know.
Sorry for our listeners. You can log off now.
No. This one is not this one's dirtier than the other ones, okay? And I forgot I had this joke in my arsenal. I forgot I had this joke in my arsenal. What did Cinderella say when she got to the ball?
What did she say, Matthew?
Oh. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up there. Thank you, everybody who was listening.
Did you like my IOM hand signal? You like that?
That was very good. Yeah. We can't thank you guys enough. We're so grateful for all the support. Keep looking out for what we're doing. We're going to keep bringing you content regularly. Going to get Tommy on next week. That should be a good conversation. He's all jokes aside, probably one of the wittiest people I know when it comes to comedic value and humor.
I hear he's your 4th funniest cousin. So
he's third. Fifth funniest relative.
Oh, okay.
3rd funniest cousin. So, I mean, he's up there. There's some good competition out there. Is there any shout outs? Graham, thank you so much for chiming in today.
Graham, awesome.
Mama and Papa Steele, you guys always know what's up. Thank you guys for all the support. I know this kind of seemed like a dumb little thing we started doing early on, but can't thank you guys enough.
Perry.
Perry, thank you once again. Time and time again, Perry always shows up for the show. So Perry, again, we appreciate all that you do for us. And as always, we shall leave our show.
Cheers.
Cheers.